Hello guys, J from Studios here again. We get to look at my old art, just like the video from yesterday. And forgive me, I'm kind of in a mood right now. Um, I don't know, I'm sure I'll feel better after this. You know, nothing makes me feel better than looking at my old art and see how much I've improved and dunking on my art too. Yeah, go ahead and laugh. I encourage you to laugh with me. Alright, this is my artwork from 2006, which is sophomore year of high school for me. Sophomore year. So yeah, let's dive in. Oh boy, look at this. The boys are in a jacuzzi with Jennifer and Lily. This is so unrealistic. This can't happen. Look at Jennifer. She's flirting with Taylor. This isn't the Jennifer we know now. Come on. Lily, yeah, she would flirt. But, you know, with that hand, that awful hand. And their boobs. These boobs are too small for them. I know. That's very pervy of me to say, but the girls' breasts have grown a lot through the years. You know, these won't cut it. Nah, these won't cut it. They're imposters, these girls. Yeah, but this is watercolor, and I am not good with watercolor, as you can tell. I mean, right now I am a bit better, but still, watercolor is like one of the mediums that I really have to practice more on. Yeah, this is more concept art stuff for, you know, sophomore year. Actually, this is the year where I first started to make Jeff and Taylor comics, as in the original G Station, the OG G Station, the one that I showed you in that video a couple months ago. Yeah, that one. Along with Race Junkies. No, Race Junkies was next year. Yeah, the year after was Race Junkies. Oh man, this picture of the West End girls. Actually, by the time, around this time, I actually renamed them into the Bad Girl Foursome. It used to be the Lesbian Four, and now it's the Bad Girl Foursome. Just, you know, just added more sexuality to it. And I don't know, this is a decent drawing, I guess. The color pencils. I mean, Chris's head is huge compared to her body. And their breasts, they look, of course they're bigger than the jacuzzi pic, but they look so fake, especially Ashley's. Her breasts, her body looks like a, you know, a divorced mom who's all tanned, overly tanned, with plastic surgery. Nah, this ain't Ashley. But I don't know, this picture here brings some bad memories, you know, because I showed it to a female classmate of mine, and you know, she got weirded out, and that made me not want to look at this picture again. I'm that kind of guy that's so sensitive, like just the slightest bit of criticism on my work, I am so hard on myself. Yeah, here they are again. And yeah, at this time, I just like drawing girls. Girls with breasts, even Blue. I added large breasts on her. And this isn't Blue's body type, you know, she's known for having large hips.
Oh, damn.
Having that dump truck on her, you know what I mean? Is that what you guys call it now, a dump truck? I don't know. Lemon's kind of jealous. Well, her friends are, you know, perving on her. Ah, yeah. This is the first year where I dabbled with digital art. I can't remember if this was Photoshop or MS Paint. Probably Photoshop. Probably. Yeah, random sketches on the back of workbooks or notebooks or something. And here's Carla. I think this is the first year I made Carla. Oh yeah, this was at a time when the kids used to be so mean to Kelsey because she was the new girl. I'm so glad I changed this because, you know, I don't want my comic to be so mean-spirited. Here's Gloria trying to keep the wind from blowing up her skirt. I just thought this was funny, but a lot of my friends thought like she needed to pee or something. I mean, it could work too. Maybe why not both? Drawings of the kids. This is Halloween. Oh yes, Mwaha. The first. Actually, this is the second drawing of Jane ever. Look at that. Her wardrobe used to be so different, and she used to have brown hair instead of red. And why is her ear so close to her eyes? Why? Just why? And her nose is so weird too. She has the same nose as Blue here. You know, Blue has that very short bridge. This isn't right. Oh, and her ears are pierced. Weird. Random school stuff. More acrylic paint, you know, experimenting with different mediums. I think this is chalk pastel. And I was experimenting with a different composition, you know. Of course, this isn't canon at all. Jeff would not be caught dead in a track field. Cross country, no. He won't be doing that. Neither would Taylor. He's so... the both of them are very out of shape. You know, they only run fast if they have to, like if their lives are on the line. But Jane would totally do this. She's more athletic. Ah, the boys with the different treasures from Resident Evil 4. Yep, you see the Lynx, the golden Lynx statue, the mask, the Morpheus mask, the mask of hate. Crown. Yeah, and I remember a lot of this was colored with Prismacolor markers. And it says here I made it in the 22nd of August. Is that right? Looks to be. This right here, my boys and girls, is the very first drawing of Jane. Very first. I remembered sitting in Spanish class in the morning, just drawing this new girl out, you know. Love interest for Jeff. That's what she was. And you'll see later some more cringy stuff. You know, what I was going to do with Jane. You know, she didn't have a lot of development. She was just the girl that Jeff likes, you know, and that's not going to fly. Here's Jeff and Jane together. He's copping a feel just a little bit. Yeah, I didn't know how to draw people embracing. Oh, look, more Jenny pics. I thought it was funny to have Jeff and Jenny interact with each other. Here we go. This is like the prototype of Jenny being her own character instead of like literally Jeff in a girl's body. Look at these hands. They're so messed up. God. You got any more of them pixels? Oh, jeez, this is so low quality. I'm so sorry. I think I took a picture of this poster with my old cell phone. Can't remember if it was one of those Motorola Razors or what, but my gosh. I hope you can tell who's who. I mean. We got Jane here with her light brown hair. We got Nick here. Look, Nick used to be a bad guy or a bully. Jane's boyfriend. Does he look like an 8th grader? No. Pathetic, man. She would never go out with an older guy anyway. So what the heck? And Gloria has her hair on fire. Why? You know, we all have those characters that have to be the, you know, be at the end of a slapstick, you know. Right now I have David, you know, to be the butt of the joke with the slapstick stuff. And Sam. The both of them. Both David and Sam get hurt a lot for the sake of comedy. A weird Jenny drawing. And if you look closely, I drew her thumbs in the wrong hand, on the wrong side. Basically switched her hands Yeah, her thumb isn't supposed to be there, and this is her thumb here. It's not supposed to be there either. Yeah, what I tell you with the cringy stuff. Okay, well, yeah. Jane, with her dark brown hair, is embracing her old baller boyfriend, Nick. She's creeped out by Jeff, who's actually Jenny here. So he's flirting with Jane, trying to make her into a lesbian, and it's not gonna work. But he keeps on trying, he's chasing her across the beach. I'm so glad I got rid of this. This isn't Jeff anymore. And I think this is the first drawing of Trina here. With her yoga pants. Oh yes, this is an idea I had. It's like, you got Kim Greenleaf and going to a fancy party. Jeff's there too, but he's in disguise as a old doctor or something. So he's trying to flirt with her. I don't know. Second drawing that I colored in Photoshop, I think. Lily's hat looks so different here. It doesn't even look like a cowgirl hat. It looks like a big fedora. That ain't right. Ah, yeah. Lola Watson, a bad guy that I have. She's still gonna appear in Jeff and Taylor later. I'm still developing her character. I mean, she might serve as a badass spy woman, or she could be a bank executive longing for attention, trying to commit crimes. And I am dabbling on the idea of her trying to flirt with Jeff, trying to be, trying to point out that, hey, women can be sexual predators too. So she's trying to seduce Jeff, who's underage. Just one of those things. I don't want to make it too dramatic or anything. And you might wonder, what the heck is this thing? This thing looks like Blanca from Street Fighter. I guess it is. I killed it off though. You guys can take it. His name's Assassin, not Sassin. Assassin. Yeah. June 29th, 2006. Yeah. Oh, Malice Mansion art, yay! I totally forgot about this. We have characters from my story, Malice Mansion. Just, kids getting killed. It's not that gruesome, There's a reason why they're getting killed, And you see here the very first drawing of Amanda, my mascot, Kid Amanda. And like I said, punk girl. She has the eyes and the pigtails, but she's not related to Blue or Lemon at all. Nope. She just has that look because that's what I thought punks looked like. Oh, and the piercings. Don't forget the piercings. And I added a gap between her teeth because I thought that was, trying to do something different. Even today, Kid Amanda still has her gap. That ain't gonna work, kid. That ain't gonna work. Yeah, I used to be very influenced by Gosho Oyama and The Case Closed. At least, in fact, that was the manga that inspired me to really stick with comics instead of animation. Sometimes I wonder if I made the right choice. I mean, just imagine if I went to the animation field. Maybe Jeff and Taylor would have been picked up as a show if I knew the industry. No, I'm just an independent guy that nobody knows. I may stay unknown forever. I hope that's not the case, but I don't know. So yeah, more expressions based off of Oyama's work or style. I don't know if I'll have these two in a comic again, or I don't know. I don't know what to do with them. They're supposed to be college girls. The last time I worked with them, they were supposed to be members or leaders of a cult called the Pink Oyster Cult. It's a weird sorority in a college where these girls try to worship a demon, try to resurrect him. Maybe that demon will be Morpheus. Yeah, I could work with that. They could work with the chaotic crew and everything. Yeah, that is strange that Jeff and Taylor has demonic things happening in the series, but oh well. They're bad guys, I'm not promoting demonic stuff. The boys are trying to stop them. The kids in a restaurant eating candy, junk food like ice cream, Pepsi. Don't sue me, Pepsi. In fact, I like your soda more than Coca-Cola. Alright? Don't sue me. And the Tanner family. I remember when I had Tim and Tom wear those matching headbands. I mean, I imagine they did at a time when they were younger, and then Taylor wanted one, and then Tim and Tom are like, oh, that's so uncool now that he's wearing one, so they ditched it. They ditched their headbands. So now it's Taylor's thing. I remember this one troll said that they called Tim and Tom Taylor's clones, and that I don't know how to draw other characters. What a jerk. Happened a long time ago, so don't worry. And here's a character that was supposed to be in J&T, but I got rid of her because it was too monotonous. Violet, a bully. Another bully. A female bully. For Maria. She has buck teeth, and she's all decked out in purple, and her name is Violet. Okay, 2 reasons why I got rid of her. 1, we don't need another girl who's obsessed with the color. She's all purple. And her name is Violet. And 2, we don't need another bully. Right? We already have Sam. And the kids don't need a bully at all. Kids, they're gonna be happy. Happy kids. Nothing bad happens to them. Okay. I made this in 420. Yeah, toke it up. 420. I was probably smoking something when I made her up. In fact, she looks a lot like Shrieky from the Care Bears cartoon.
What? No way.
I drew this girl like, 3 or 4 times? And I got rid of her. But hey, if you guys want to draw her, she might be, I might make her into public domain. You guys can have her. Take a screenshot of this if you want a reference. Yeah, this is her. Alright, that's it. How are we on time? 17 minutes? Almost 18? Alright, I guess we have more time. Let's look at my drawings from junior year, which isn't a lot. It's very short. Yeah. Okay. How do we get rid of it? Okay. So I had this sketchbook, and I was trying to do like official renders of the characters, and I wanted to do like a mixed media thing with colored them with markers and shaded them with color pencil, black color pencil. And I know the quality's not that great, but it doesn't look that good. The shading is so weird. I try to do this airbrush kind of look, where there's a little highlight in the shadow, a little silver lining within the shadows, but that doesn't work. So funny. And his shoes look so dirty. Clean those shoes, Jeff. Clean them. What kind of pose is this? Can anybody make this pose? Can they even stand? Like, can they balance with a pose like this? I bet you can't. Nobody can do this. Except for Taylor. And look at my old signature. Oh my goodness. So big and clunky. And what I tell you, characters with their own logo. So dumb. And I had to say, this is a C, not a G. Jindy. Yeah. Maria looking like a gremlin, an old gremlin going to church. David with his pipe. Sure, okay. He looks dirty. Take a shower. Oh yeah, and this is the same year where I went to cartooning class, and I, we had to do little experiments, with one-panel gags. And it was a very hot summer that year. I remember it. Hot and dry weather, and there were lots of yellow jackets. They were thriving that year. Luckily, I did not get stung. Luckily. But I remember there were moments where there was a yellow jacket in the classroom. I heard them right behind me, like zzz. I instantly just ducked down. Teacher's like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "There's a bee or something." And he's like, "Just ignore it." I'm like, "No, I can't ignore it because it's going to sting you for no reason." Thankfully, it didn't. So I had Jenny here for some reason. And the giant bees. There's the good old W. By 2010, I want every American transportation vehicles to use less greenhouse gases. If you excuse me, I'll be riding my tricycle around the White House. I wasn't very good at political humor back then because I didn't know jack about politics back then. I thought George W. Bush was just a president. He was a decent president. That's what I thought. No. Today, no, he's not. He wasn't.
But I'm the decider, and I decide what is best.
In fact, in Jeff and Taylor's universe, George W. Bush was never president. He's just the principal of their school.
Spent a little time with the CIA man this morning.
Here, I predicted the future, just a little bit. How'd I do, Doc? Hick. As proof that scientists don't have any more good ideas, they invented an alcoholic energy drink. And we have Kim here, just not pleased with his performance. Of course. He's wasted, out of his mind. He caused a fire here. Come on, Kim. The aftermath of global warming. You're gonna like it here at Mount Everest. It's warm and at a very high elevation. Yeah. More random stuff. This is mixed media. This is pencil with colored pencil. Jeff and Taylor fighting off the zombie horde. Zombie with a chainsaw. I like the fog effect here, but overall the composition's kind of weird. Something that you expect some regular high schooler to make. Oh, and I took a picture of this. This is made with pastel. Oil pastel. It wasn't regular oil pastel. It was much bigger than that, you know, much bigger than regular oil pastels. But we have my robot character, Acid 500, grabbing a little girl by the head. What was I? My gosh, I'm back to hating kids now. What the heck? This girl, cutie as I call her, you know, she'll be fine. You know, I guess white man will come along and, you know, beat him up. Or should I say spaceman? We'll see Spaceman later, you know. And here we go. Here's Caitlin and Amy again. Oh, man. Okay, so this is supposed to be a parody of American Gothic. But, yeah. She has a trident for some reason, a very small trident. And Amy's making it's supposed to be the symbol of the pink oyster cult. You know, it's supposed to be... Alright, I'll be real with you. It's supposed to be a woman's private parts, you know. That. Okay? It's supposed to be that. Pink oyster, you know? Just a little subtle adult humor there. But I showed this in a video one time, and this kid, I forgot his name. So weird, but he accused me of being a devil worshiper. Yeah, that's right. He accused me of being a devil worshiper because he thought Amy was making a triangle, and, you know, triangle, you know, Illuminati, something like that. He thought I was part of the Illuminati. He thought I was part of a group that controlled the world events. That was a completely stupid thing for him to say, and I got so offended by that. Nowadays, I would laugh at him. I would laugh at anybody who accuses me of such things, but... My gosh, it's hilarious. I forgot the kid's name. He's probably not worth remembering anyway, but it was interesting for sure. Clarence looking at peeking at a nude beach. You can see the sign, you know, trying to make a gag with no words or anything. And here's a short comic of my other idea, school spirit. Trying to, experiment with black and white. I'm not very good at, black and white ink. I always like my stuff to be colored. So the joke here is that David's car ran out of gas, and so he wants Jeff and Taylor, the Taylors are around there somewhere, to push. So he's like, keep pushing, the road's clear. And yeah, it is clear. He's not seeing that there's no road here. More morbid humor. Here's Katie Hafton, the protagonist of Malice Mansion, and she's like, hey Billy, I think you shot that snake with the wrong tranquilizer. And yeah, Billy is killed by the giant snake. Oh boy, ain't this topical. Ever since the TB scare, officials quarantined this guy for having the common cold. Ugh. Is TB contagious? I don't know. It's been right now we have cures for that, and I'm like, I don't know if TB is I don't know if it's relevant anymore. Pretty sure it is in some parts of the world, but not in America. Oh yes, this was at a time when airports stopped you from having liquids. So I had a man made out of water, and then the TSA lady's like, hey you're not allowed in the flight, read the sign. Yeah. So that's it. Yep. That's my art from sophomore and junior year. And yeah, I made the 3 original comics, G-Station, Race Junkies, and Blue World at this time. So yeah, I wasn't that great, but I was getting there. I knew what I wanted to do at this time. So next time we're going to look at drawings from 2008. And they are interesting, very interesting. Alright guys, so that's it for me. Hope you have a wonderful day. And I'm feeling a bit better already, so don't worry. Okay. I think that is it. Yeah. Alright. JFM out. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.